Alright, here is where we are starting the Blood and Wine expansion. We have finished Hearts of Stone. We did all the main story. We did all the side quests. Did all the points of interest. I would say that's 100%. We 100%ed that. So now we're going to start on the Blood and Wine expansion, which is the second and final expansion of Witcher 3. It has its own map. It has its own region. So I cannot wait until we go there. It's gonna be amazing. Let's not spoil it for ourselves like I just did right there on accident. So let's read about this. This is the Envoys, Wine Boys quest. It was a time when there seemed to be two Geralts. One was a celebrity, at least in certain circles, while the other remained a mercenary who did dirty work for coin. At any rate, both these Geralts happened on a contract of an unusual sort, not because it marked the start of a new adventure. In this adventure, I will gladly relate. It began in a manner most ordinary, with a notice posted on a board in Velen. The Witcher read the notice and set out to see what he could learn. Alright, and then before we read this, before we start this, rather, we need to find the book that talks about Toussaint. So I'm going to try and find that if I can. I would like to read about that. Toussaint, a duchy out of tales and fantasy and wonder. Is that the only Toussaint book we have? I'm pretty sure I read it when we played our Wild Hunt playthrough, but we'll read it again because we're actually going there. Yeah, I don't think there's any more Toussaint books. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's read this Toussaint. A duchy out of tales and of fantasy and wonder. When a traveler from the Northern Realms first crosses the border into Toussaint, he feels at once as though he has stepped into a land ripe straight from the pages of a fantastic fairy tale. He will know no inclement weather here, for even the winters in Toussaint are mild and sunny. Ugh, sounds like here. With only gentle, calming breezes and not a hint of gale. He will know no hunger, for the trees and bushes of that land burst with ripe and juicy fruits all year long. He will know no loneliness, for each and every soul he encounters will treat him like a long-lost friend. Awesome, so they're very friendly, sounds like. He will not find a single backwater of dullness, boredom, or inquietude in this overflowing stream of marvel. In Toussaint, the wine rages in torrents, music plays ceaselessly, and everywhere the air is filled with the sound of birdsong and the twittering of beautiful maids, who are never stingy with their ample charms when a handsome knight comes calling. Hello. The capital of the Duchy, Beauclair, is an architectural gem full of glorious elven monuments, delicately soaring towers, masterfully carved reliefs, and atmospherical mysterious ruins. Only the rare sun and a field of black, the odd gold and dark stain on an otherwise pristine edifice, reminds one that this land, this fable incarnate, is a vassal of Nilfgaard. Okay. So the weather seems to be nice. It's gonna look exactly like a fairy tale. The people will be nice. There'll be a lot of music, a lot of wine, a lot of good people. So I'm hyped. I'm ready to do this. So let us begin. Blood and Wine. Let's see what's going on here. We gotta meet the knights here. I honestly don't know what this place is that we're at on the map here. Stonecutter Settlement. Oh, okay, so this is near Oxenford. Okay, cool. These people were arguing. I just don't know what they were saying.
Pick more interesting things from my nose. Can't be in two places at once, can I?
Can't be in two places at once. What are you talking about? More importantly, when I was reading the quest for this, I didn't understand what they were talking about, like 2 Geralts. Like, what? What?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ha!
Dude, that
Sit
armor.
with us, Witcher.
That armor looks amazing.
Found your message on a notice board.
I forgot what
See,
it said.
Pomeran, I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyran and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our, surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. The tyranny of bandits the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
These guys sound like paladins to me. Get rid of these bandits, worst ones will come in to replace them. We gotta get rid of bandits, like, that's the thing we do. Let me help you with the bandits.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Parmeran wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah,
This music sounds like
completely.
Witcher
We
1.
must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
Sounds definitely like Witcher 1 music for sure.
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Kitty. They're just regular bandits. Scrubs. I like that camera, that filter.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
Their helmets on.
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
That armor looks awesome, just saying.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Seems they weren't heed your call. Take my advice, listen to Palmerin. I mean, they're bandits, like they need to be slain.
Seems to me they're unmoved.
You tried, my friend.
We've talked enough. I challenge you all to combat. By my honor, for Toussaint.
For Beauclair, by the crane, defend yourselves, harlots' bloods.
Oh, these guys seem sick, man. Ah. Hello. Let's get this. Can I jump over there? I can't. Oh god. I gotta get over here where these guys are shooting crossbows. Get into the crossbows here. Dude, you shouldn't just stand there like that. We're gonna leave the shield guy last. We're gonna help this guy over here. Come on, bro. You're supposed to be like cool. This is awesome.
Not good.
I want to save that leader guy for last.
Time to end this.
Good job. There's a lot of loot here. Alright, bro.
Why do they not
That was
emerge?
awesome.
It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend.
And we shall.
Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Let's hear this message. I need armor like that. I hope I can get something like that. Or better.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Anna Henrietta. Henrietta from Evil Dead?
Shall you answer her call?
Of course I will. Anna Henrietta, say all that word for word?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
So, when we first got here, Geralt seemed like he knew these guys, yet I can honestly say I don't remember these guys, and I don't think we've ever been to Toussaint, at least in Witcher 1 or Witcher 2. We might have, and maybe I just don't remember because it's been forever. But I honestly can say I don't remember any of that. Of course, he might be talking about past adventures that he had that weren't in any of the games, maybe. But we'll find out when we get there, I guess. This beast, tell me more.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Maybe a vampire? I don't know. I can't really see too much from this. This is sketchings of what they saw. So notice how it's not the same thing. It's different every single time. So it might be some sort of like shapeshifter or something. I don't know. We're gonna ask all these questions though. Let's see. Beast wields black magic?
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect, but of this beast nothing is known, save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Anyone tried trapping the monster?
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
You say tourney.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
Does contract need to think about it? No, we're ready, man. Take it. Now, this is assuming that we're going to be able to freely travel back and forth. We might be stuck there. I don't know. And if that's the case, then that's fine too, I guess. But I would think they would allow us to travel back and forth between different places rather than be stuck there, but we'll see.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract? Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
Toussaint! Brand new land. I'm super excited for this. We're leaving the northern realms behind. That looks like an actual real castle, a real photo rather than some sort of in-game designed thing. What I'm saying is it looks like a real photo, alright? That's what I'm trying to say. That upset the guards. If you're provoked, they'll bring order by force, then take some of your coin. Use the Axis sign to force out an owl to hide its spikes. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I'm still trying to like figure out again because it's been a year and a half since we've played Witcher 3. But this is the first time I've ever done any of the expansions, so... Ooh, what's going on here?
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
Wow.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
I love the way this looks. It's exactly like a fairy tale, for sure. Already starting off with a bang. And wrecked. You just threw a horse. Why does he have a keg on his head? Oh man, I cannot wait for this. Witcher's Gone South, achievement unlocked.
Guillaume, watch out!
I swore I'd kill a monster.
Woo.
All for one, not one for all!
This actually is not allowed in combat. Excuse me? Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Whoa! Okay, that's an insta-kill. Probably a good idea that we put Quinn on, huh? Uh-oh. Woo! Ooh, that kick. I just want to enjoy this a little bit here. Oh my god, that sheep! Oh my god, that was amazing. I need the final blow. Get out of... That sheep went flying, that was hilarious. Yeah!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
Fair.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
This has a very interesting accent. It seems almost like someone's really gonna be upset with what I'm about to say, but it almost sounds like it could be like Norwegian or Swedish or Finnish, maybe? His accent sounds something of Scandinavia of sorts. How did a giant wind up here?
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
Wow.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
We haven't even spent 5 minutes here. And I'm already in love with the land and just everything about this. This is amazing. This is awesome. Glad to take the trophy. You did well against the giant.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it.
Now we keep it. We keep
Put
our
up a
trophies.
good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
Really?
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
Can't wait to see her. Is that a peacock? He has peacock feathers on his keg helmet. Oh yeah, that little knife, Geralt. Come on, dude. He's a giant, alright? Dun, dun. 450, nice. Goliath's trophy. Oh, his head is gone. Jeez. Is that me, or did I just hear like a fly or something? Ooh, it's a lot of crowns. Greater Red Mutagen. Dahlia. Alright, that was like a B or something. I heard it again. Fine, I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. Let's see what this trophy does. Five bonus experience from monsters. Yes, I think I would like to have that instead of gold for right now. Ah, we're so close to level 40. Once we get to level 40, we can stop wearing this Ophiri armor, and then we're gonna be able to. Whoa, we dropped a lot of frames there for a second. I apologize for that. I don't know where we dropped the frames at. Hopefully it was just when I was looking at the inventory. But I think we should be good now, so I'll apologize for that. My thing says... It did say unstable, but now it says excellent, so we should be fine. I'm just going to do this just to see. We are. Yeah, but hopefully it was just happening when we were in the menu, so you didn't miss too much. But yeah, the Ophiri... We could stop wearing the Ophiri armor and make the Witcher's Viper armor that we got during our Hearts of Stone playthrough. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully there's a master crafted throw here that's gonna help us out there. Yeah, that must have been a quick like blip or something because it's not happening anymore. We have a bestiary. Oh, we got a lot of characters that we can read. I guess we can kind of skim through this. And that's a spoiler because that's what she looks like. Well, GG. The world has ever known a ruler who enjoyed the absolute admiration of her subjects without the need of systematic repression or a particularly cruel hangman. It was, without a doubt, the sovereign of Toussaint, Duchess Anna Henrietta, called Henrietta by those who knew her well. She was the widow of the late lamented Duke Raymond, and one-time lover of a very famous and talented artist who would prefer to remain anonymous. A few years prior, when the Witcher and a band of friends were visiting Toussaint, Anna Henrietta had the pleasure of meeting Geralt of Rivia. When a mysterious beast began attacking her courtiers, the Duchess thus knew exactly whom to summon. This was the guy that was fighting the giant right now. Okay. Very model of a knight errant. The placard boy for Toussaint, if you will. When Geralt first met the young man, he was valiantly tilting at a windmill, which to be fair turned out to be hiding a ferocious giant. And we have Milton and Palmerin. Milton was a baron from Toussaint and a member of Anna Henrietta's inner circle of knights. This good-humored nobleman never met an overloaded banquet table he failed to unload of its burdens, yet nor did he ever shirk a fight against heavily armored bandits or any other enemies of the duchy. Geralt had met Milton years ago under very peculiar circumstances that deserve to be recounted properly at length. Maybe they'll tell us about that. Their roads crossed again when Milton came to the Witcher as the Duchess' envoy to ask our hero to journey with them to Toussaint. Palmerin. Not all knights errant in Toussaint were embodiment of virtue, but if I had to choose one among them who did personify. This music is good too. Their chivalric creed, it would be Palmerin. He is all the more admirable for the fact that years ago he was no stranger to the pleasures of eating, drinking, and making merry in a variety of fashions. With time, however, he abandoned vice and drew closer to the knightly ideal. Geralt realized this when Palmerin came to him as an envoy from Anna Henrietta. The old-fashioned and somewhat naive knight immediately made a good impression on him, for while he did take formalities and courtesies a tad too seriously, he was anything but pompous or grandiose. Awesome. That's the character stuff. I also dropped a little bit more frames there, so I apologize for that. What time is it? Is it... I guess I can just do this on Steam. 2:11, so it should be fine. I would like to look around here before we